Hi guys, welcome to our Ukrainian stand-up comedy channel. We have another episode of PeaceTalk for you. Today we are sitting down with my friends Olexander Dmytrovych and Olya Sadula, and we're going to be talking about some insight into Ukrainian and specifically Lviv local comedy scene. I think you're going to find this information very interesting. So give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and enjoy the view.
Hello guys, hello everybody, hello people who looks in the screen of your laptop or maybe in the screen of your TV. Today we have English podcast. If I say correct, this is the second
No, this is fourth.
It's the first English podcast. Today we have a very nice person to our great conversation. I want to introduce you my colleague for this podcast. It's Anastasiya. Please applause a little bit. Yes. And this is Ola Igorevna. Please applause. My name is Olexander Dmytrovych. I am Ukrainian stand-up comedian, and I want to do product for foreign countries, not only for Ukraine.
Round of applause for Olexander Dmytrovych.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so we have a little insider talk here today because we got all the local Lviv comedians at the table. So it's going to be like a little kitchen chat, just between us comics.
Yes.
Yeah. So we invited Olya here because she has a very interesting job besides stand-up. How we met was at the Cult Comedy Hall, which is
exactly.
one of the main stand-up locations in Lviv. And how did you get into stand-up? What made you decide to try yourself out in stand-up?
So, first of all, hello guys who is watching. Hello.
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 Yeah, it's a huge pleasure to be with you and share,
And me.
especially,
Thank
and share thoughts about Ukrainian stand-up for foreigners and etc. So, how I get in stand-up? So, you know that every time I try to left my comfort zone and stand-up, you guys will agree with me that it's when you left your comfort zone, it is really hard to be in front of audience and just to say something. And when you have to joke and make people laughing, it's like a higher level just to perform. And once I was just in a random English club, and there was a guy from stand-up Cult Comedy Hall, and he told me that, Olya, you have really great sense of humor. Do you want to try stand-up? And I was like, what? What do you mean, like performing? And
I think I know who was Roman Radetsky.
Yes, exactly. It was Roman Radetsky. And because I told them that I work as a recruiter, but I do it in unusual way. I create memes about my work, and it attracts a lot of candidates, and I close position quickly. And he told me, yeah, it's nice hook, and maybe you can create whole story, not just a meme. And I thought, why not? And once I was sitting at home, I saw a post that it will be open microphone, and I thought, yeah, it's time. And I plus, I wrote that I would like to perform. And I was so nervous, And I remember my first performance. I guess I didn't remember anything from this performance. It was like from the beginning to the end, 1 minute, just one click. And I remember one girl went to me and told me, you was really cool. And it's time to continue. It's time to do. And I met there you, Nastya, and Sasha as well. And I met a lot of great people. I met people from different fields, and I realized that stand-up, it's a way of your life. It's something cool, and you can do wherever you want in your life from in different fields, but you can spread your idea, your thoughts through the stand-up, and it's awesome, I guess.
Yes, it's very. I want to say something. I remember the first time I met you. It was
yesterday.
A couple days ago,
Yeah.
I think, and it was English performance, our English stand-up.
It was an open mic, yeah.
Open mic, yeah. And I saw Olya, and she said that she know English very good, and I tell to her my stand-up, and when she start laughing, I think, it can be a good performance, and I very glad that you start stand-up comedy, because it's something new for you, because in Lviv we have some category of people that still don't know what it means stand-up, because I have a corporative performance 1 year ago. I go to the stage, start to make stand-up, and I say I am a stand-up comedian, and some girl after my performance say, I think it was startup, and you must to tell about your business ideas, and you tell jokes. I don't understand why you start. Well, that's why it's very cool that you started.
Yeah, I have also a joke about stand-up. You know that usually we use stand-up meetings at work. It's just a meeting, 5 minutes or 10 minutes at work, just to discuss agenda, so plan of the day. And I wrote a meme that I really adore my work, that it is not enough stand-up meetings during the work, so I continue after work, but just with stand-up. Yeah, it's really cool. And by the way, yesterday, not yesterday, just a few days ago, it was this English open microphone, and I realized that I am like another person. Did you guys notice when you talk in another language, not your native, you feel like you another person?
Yeah. Your mouth so different in that moment, because in Ukrainian I say I'm very kind and normal, but when I speak English, I'm hello guys, and I want to do something with my accent. How it really works, I don't know, but it's very, very nice to me. And what I want to say about this open mic, English open mic, it's very good for us, because I use it for study English to improve my level, because and people so kind to you, because they know you are not native speaker, you are only a student, and they laughing when you speak a joke, and when you speak something bullshit, and they okay, he don't know English, and that's why it's very cool.
Yeah, people are very supportive of that.
Yes, they support us.
Yeah, it's nice. But I think it's definitely important for us Ukrainian comedians to start making some kind of cultural product that is going to be more accessible to people abroad. So like in English language, so they can find out more about Ukrainian stand-up.
Yes, maybe we can to become the world superstar of comedy.
Yeah, I mean, Ukraine is already the world superstar. Let's use that.
I am still not a superstar in Lviv, but I want to become a superstar in the world. No, I'm trying.
Good ambition.
Yeah.
Good ambition, yeah.
I'm waiting for the moment when Ukrainian language will be so popular, then Americans will post on Instagram some photos and write something not in English as we do, something in Ukrainian language. It will be so hot trend.
Yeah.
I think they already know Slava Ukraini.
Yeah,
They know.
yeah.
И героям слава. I think so. I hope so. And that's all. But I don't know. In comment, you can correct me.
Yeah, if there's anyone watching us who is not Ukrainian, please let us know what phrases in Ukrainian you know.
Yes.
Like write it in Ukrainian.
Which hashtag will you add to your photos on Instagram?
Which hashtag you use periodically about Ukraine?
Yeah, okay. So have you met any foreigners in Ukraine since like the beginning of the full-scale war?
Yeah, of course. I met a lot of guys from abroad, and I guess I asked it so annoying question for them that are you planning to move to Poland, for example, or somewhere abroad? And I was surprised, but they told me that no, I want to stay, and I was surprised that they want to stay and help volunteer something, and I was like, I'm impressed by them, and I want to highlight that people in Ukraine, a lot of people volunteering, and even foreigners, they help us, and I really appreciate the help. And what I noticed, maybe here in Lviv, we have I cannot say that it is safer or place here in Ukraine nowadays, unfortunately.
Nowhere is really safe in Ukraine, but it's been pretty relatively calm in western parts.
Yeah, I agree. So, and they are totally okay, and I know that a lot of people right now coming back from abroad who left like for 1 month or 2 months, and we discussed different topic, and everyone from them adores Ukraine, want to help, and I guess the thing that a lot of people asked me, I just to notice that I work with different people from Europe, from the USA, and just a few guys asked me from Netherlands, I guess, from Europe, asked me, can you suggest some volunteering project that I can join and I can come, like, for example, to the border with Poland and help?
Yeah,
and
nice.
I was like, oh my God, you are awesome guys.
Yes, it's very cool.
Yeah. I remember like when the first days of the full-scale war, and well, I just want to remind everyone that the war in Ukraine war with Russia has been going on for 8 years, but since February 23rd, it's been full-scale war, and I remember the first days, and all of my friends from abroad started messaging me, and because I'm from Canada, and I have a lot of like in Canada, it's a very multicultural country. So all of my friends, they have background from other countries. So everyone started messaging me and suggesting that I can come to stay with their parents in their homeland. So like Romania, Poland, Hungary, like all of these different countries, and that was really nice. And I started fundraising some money because I made connections with some of the Ukrainian army battalions, and I was fundraising, and a lot of people were like donating and contributing a lot of money, and I really appreciated that. And
well, it's very good, but I have one question. Maybe it's a stupid question, but you have a lot of conversation with foreign volunteers, yes? Yes, you have, and you also.
Like whoever I bump into.
And they still stay in Ukraine. Yeah, they don't want to go to home. They want to help. And my question is, what they do when we have air alarm? Because some Ukrainian now, when they hear Ukrainian alarm, they I think.
The probability is low.
But what do foreign
same thing.
countries?
It depends
They
on the person.
also go to the center of Lviv, air alarm. I think
Depends
here
on the person.
we have no problem. Yeah.
You know, there's some people. There's a lot of reporters here, and they're coming from like countries that been at war, so like they've seen some shit. So like air alarm is nothing to them.
Okay.
What I noticed. So you mentioned the English-speaking clubs. So. That was for me because I'm been in Ukraine only for 2 years. And the way I started making friends in Lviv, because I never lived in Lviv before, I started going to
You never lived in Lviv before?
No, I moved here 2 years ago.
Yeah?
I was living in Canada for 15 years before that.
But you Ukrainian?
I was born in Ukraine.
Ukraine? After that you left?
When I was 13, I moved to Canada. And I
okay.
lived most of my life in Canada.
Because I met Anastasiya only in Cult Comedy Hall.
Yeah. I always say that like I feel great when people don't know that I'm Canadian, because it really took me some time to assimilate, to like learn how to speak Ukrainian without an accent. So now when people don't suspect that I'm Canadian, I'm like, I'm a secret agent. I'm a secret Mountie on a mission.
Your Ukrainian is better than mine.
I mean, I grew up was Ukrainian, but most of my life, all of my adult life, I lived in Canada.
Okay.
So a lot of words I had to still learn when I came back.
In Canada, Canadian people love Ukrainian people?
Ukrainians built Canada. They helped not just Ukrainians.
If you don't know that Canada, it's a hand of Ukrainian people.
All of the agricultural businesses, they were founded by Ukrainians in Canada. There's a huge population of Ukrainians, many generations of Ukrainians in Canada. So, and Ukrainians are very well respected there.
Can you make me Canadian visa?
You're already married, so visa. I thought, can I make you Canadian?
Can you make me Canadian?
By the way, guys, who is watching us? Nastya. She's Canadian.
Okay, yes, I have married. I can say married or I don't?
I don't know. You can say whatever.
I have a wife.
Is that a message you wanna put out there?
Yes.
Okay.
You must know that.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to ask you about your job because we talking with Olya before this podcast in Ukrainian. And I know what I want to ask her. Can you tell me about your job? Your now, what you're doing? Can you tell about
that? Of course. So the main point of my work it's searching new people and offer them a great job. And I work remotely for American company, but this company based in Boston. But this company was founded by Ukrainian guy who moved a lot of years ago, but he does his best right now to hire more people from Ukraine because you know that a lot of companies they left our market just because they're afraid that people cannot do their work properly, and they because of air alarms they cannot they even cannot have time for that. And this guy told me that actually I found this job during this period when the full scale of Russian aggression started. So I found this job, and he told me that I have a goal to hire as more people from Ukraine as we can, not just because I have this inner desire to help. I know that Ukrainian guys are really smart. They have this unusual way of thinking outside the box, and they don't do their work just, okay, I have task A, okay, done. They every time try to make this better. And,
overachieving.
Yeah, and approach how Ukrainian do their work. It's really quality. It's about quality. It's about awesome work.
High Ukrainians.
Yeah, and of course. I cannot say that people from another country are worse. No, I just want
But
to.
Ukrainians better.
I just want to highlight that even communication.
still, yeah.
I had a lot of communication with Americans, with CEO, like founders, and they are extremely happy that Ukrainian developers are awesome. And once we had a real situation when. We hired two guys for American startup, and from Kyiv and from Lviv, a guy, they shared the true story, what's going on right now in Ukraine. They discussed, they explained it for those guys in the USA, what's going on here. And after that, founder of this startup asked me to find a psychologist for American developers because they cannot, they just...
They were traumatized by just hearing about it.
Those guys from Ukraine, they explain that I am in Kyiv right now. Unfortunately, air alarm here we have, but we just hide or just try not go for this open space, and explain it. Another guy from Lviv, so more calmer, and I don't know what's happened with those guys from America, but they was like, I have to talk with psychologists just to calm down, and after that, Americans offered for us like free psychologist help, and I know that I am. This phrase that we are what we are eating, and if you eat a lot of nuts, it doesn't mean that you are nuts.
It's very interesting, a very cool story, because I think USA workers, they saw Ukrainians that they live in Ukraine, we have war, and we still make a good and quality job, and they think, wow, in this situation you can be a good worker. Maybe you are the greatest worker in all of the world. I say it because maybe people who watch this podcast don't know that. Now you know that.
You know what? I'm sorry for interrupting. You know that about our mentality is that we are self-responsible people, and if we compare with another nations, for example, if Ukrainian guy knows that he have to finish his work until some deadline, he will work even during the night. For example, for European, so it's Friday. 6 p.m. Okay, I'm done.
My week finishes.
The work
finishes.
So, and I don't know. From my perspective, I work remotely and I don't have strict schedule. I can work, for example, right now I'm at podcast, and it's working hours. But I respect that this company gives you opportunity to work, and you are responsible for your work, and you can finish on time. But you are free to do it wherever you want. But you just have to create some plan, and you know that until Friday I have to do it. But during the week you are able to do wherever you want. So and I really appreciate this. And I want that in Ukraine companies, because at my previous companies I didn't have this kind of opportunity, and I want to encourage people, like give people more time or more flexible schedule, and they will have more desire to be more desire to do it. And for example, I feel responsible that I'm free about my schedule, and CEO gives me time to choose when I have to work. So I want to do my work as better as I can, because I
You
want
don't
to
take advantage of it, but you're honest worker.
and I want to encourage all people to give employees this.
So is that typical for
feelings.
Ukrainians to be like very responsible about what they do at work and completing tasks? Or is it just generally?
I guess
for everyone.
Ukrainian. I feel that Ukrainian, responsible. Americans, I cannot say I can complain about them, but they have this. Like I work. Okay, if I work, company has to pay for these hours. For example, I or my colleagues can fix something and don't complain about it. But also it depends, we cannot say that it is general tendency.
Yeah, I've noticed that difference in cultures, like in work ethics, because in Canada, like you have very clear borders. Like you finish work at 6, and like I don't want to fucking take any emails. I'm not reading those emails after. But that's normal there,
Yeah.
But in Ukraine, they the way they value work time is different. Like it's not really about the time; it's more about the completing tasks.
In Ukraine, you must finish it at 6, and after that you must work 1-2 hours more because your CEO, you must work. You must do it. And I think it's maybe you headhunter. You find. Workers in Ukraine.
Yes.
Maybe you find so quality and responsible person, because I live in Lviv 30 years, and Lviv it's a very slowly city, and
even compared to Kyiv.
Kyiv very faster. And I hear I'm not so you speak so good about Ukrainian workers, and I thinking about
you
me.
See everyone drinking
I'm
coffee.
Not so responsible guy. I'm like a guy who I can do it when I can do it. Maybe I can do it. That's why not all of Ukrainians. I'm the worst worker in Ukraine. All others are very good.
Yeah, but you are good at stand-up, so no worries.
Yes, thank you. Please watch my stand-up. I try to make more English performance.
Yeah,
awesome.
But you know what?
I have 2 girls who can help me with this shit. Can I say in this podcast?
I think so. I'll allow it.
I use this word correct, or it was a shit when I say shit?
I don't know. I think so. I think you used it correctly.
Okay.
I know how to encourage people learn English language. Just people, you will be able to read more memes. Not just in Ukrainian, you will be able to understand memes in English.
Memes are very popular in Ukraine now. It became like one of the war efforts, like we're fighting a war on the media platform, and all these Ukrainians, like whatever event is, they started making memes, about the tractors and just like whatever's happening in the news, boom, there's a meme.
Yeah.
Olya, where are you from?
I'm from Kalush.
Kalush, it's winner of Eurovision 2022 song contest. Eurovision.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm without it.
Do you hear this joke when Kalush win Eurovision Song Contest? Some guys start to say maybe Ukrainian must to name some city of the name of this group, and we already have
so the hometown is Kalush, but the band's name is Kalush as well.
Yeah. So I'm from Kalush, but I moved to Lviv maybe 8 years ago. Actually, I don't remember. I was studying at university here, and I fell in love in this city, and also I have relatives who are in Lviv. And about memes. So it is really so popular that I decided, actually, I started my career as a stand-up comedian, as a creator, meme creator. And do you remember these stories? And J-Lo came back to Ben Affleck.
Yes.
They broke up for 10 years, and after
more 16. Maybe more than
just
10.
more than 10
More
years.
than 10, yeah.
And you know, guys, that usually developers on LinkedIn, they don't reply. They can reply you in 1 month or in 2 months or in 1 year. It's so slow process. And I post J-Lo with Ben Affleck. They were walking somewhere, and I wrote, "It's me and the developer who finally replied to me." Like, it took a lot of times, and it was my first, the most successful post. And I'm not trying to be popular and say that I'm good at memes, etc. I'm trying to do my work in the best way. Yeah, and honestly, I have my work right now just because at the interview I told that I found my unusual way how to hunt people. They just put a like, and I'm laughing that when someone put a like, I wrote him directly, like in message, like, firstly, you put a like for my post, and after you put a signature for my offer. Yeah, and it's a hook. Like,
I think maybe you're right. You liked my post. That's why I think you have a very good humor. Or yes, I correct say good humor.
Yeah, humor.
And that's why I can take you on the job because you have a good humor.
Yeah, and I'm trying to stand out for this on this platform and try to involve as much people as I can. And when I had this interview, I told that I found this unusual way, and honestly, I do it if someone criticizes me, okay, I accept it, but it's my unusual way. And honestly, I don't care if 3% doesn't like, or a lot of people wrote me, Olya, with this kind of post, go to Tinder and hunt a boy for yourself. I replied that if you don't like, okay, it's just a humor, and I'm not looking for a boyfriend from IT. I just want to highlight that you replied me, so it takes a lot of time to reply.
Networking is tough, and like if you can engage someone through a meme, it's genius. You gotta use every skill you have. Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah,
I have a stupid question, maybe for headhunter. Can you find a worker in the Tinder?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
I had
done that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was such a uncomfortable situation. Once, it was a few years ago, I swiped Tinder during the work.
Yeah.
It was my previous job.
So you decided you had to hire him since you swiped right on him during work.
And it was a guy. He wrote, "I'm electrician, and here's my number. Don't hesitate to write me." And I was, oh my God, I'm looking for an electrician. And I took this number and wrote him on Viber, "Hello, my name is Olya. I'm looking for an electrician. I'm looking for a job." And he didn't know when I get it. He thought that it's just recommendation. And I was extremely happy because find great electrician, it is a challenge, just because a lot of people work for their as an entrepreneur, and they don't want to go to some company, and I was looking for a company, and I told him, okay, interview tomorrow at 9 a.m. okay,
in Tinder.
And you must
not
this in
Tinder.
Tinder. Oh.
On Viber.
Oh, so you found him on
He didn't have any ideas.
So he didn't know you got it.
Yeah. And I told him, okay, tomorrow at 9, Tchaikovsky Street, because I had an office there. And next day, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to write that I found electrician, and he would like to pass the interview even. And yes, I did it. And he wrote me like, yes, I'm here. Okay, great. My office in front of Philharmonic. culture center at Tchaikovsky Street.
Kulkom.
Yeah. And he wrote me, there is no another buildings. What? I'm sorry, where are you right now? And he wrote me, in Lutsk.
Different city.
I'm in Lviv. Yeah, I didn't notice on Tinder there was more than 100 kilometers between us.
Yeah.
It's very good electrician, but he is very bad in geography. And that's why it's also Ukrainian a very responsibility workers, because Olya, in fact, you broke your relationship to took the worker. Yeah? You can make the happy family with the guy, but you decide no. You can. I don't. You know what I mean, yeah.
And right now on LinkedIn, it's a hot trend that almost majority of recruiters, headhunters, girls. And that almost all developers, they are men, usually. And it's like if you cross this line between be professional and joke about some relationship.
Flirting,
yeah, exactly. So a lot of hate on comments, etc.
You cannot flirting with
on LinkedIn.
It's unprofessional.
Maybe.
It's unprofessional. Do you know?
Unprofessional? Okay, I know it. I'm professional. I know it.
And that after this not great interview with this electrician, I decided that I have to be professional. And once I had really bad experience with developers that I didn't know some features about his experience, and I asked stupid question, and he
How old are you? Can you write this program
can you
code?
Fix my outlet?
I don't. My internet is. My network is not working. Can you help me?
Can you fix my grandma's computer?
Can you install a Windows on MacBook?
Do you know what is mean Control Shift?
Can you download Explorer?
Yes, I can.
It was such a it was just something. And he replied me, Olya, go and learn first, and after you will be able to write me. And I answered, okay, I will. And maybe 2 months ago, I sent him a code which I wrote in this programming language, and it was like,
damn.
In your face.
And I wrote him, I learned it. Now I know how to use it. But unfortunately, I don't have an offer for you.
Now I know how to use it, and now I work in this company.
Instead of you.
And forget about him.
A lot of messages I received, because usually I wrote hello. Right now I wrote a message life hack for recruiters. For example, hello Sasha, I hope that all your relatives and you in safe place. Do you consider new offers? It's great, first message to have this contact. And one guy replied me, yes, thanks, Olya, thanks for caring, thanks for asking. I felt like I'm his sister-in-law. And we started we are so caring. Nowadays, Ukrainians are so caring about each other. And I don't consider offers. But what about you? Do you consider offer about coffee? And it happens. Once I had situation when a guy asked me about a date, but he was
your future worker asked you about that, or it's another guy.
Yeah, just on LinkedIn. I mean that people on LinkedIn, they are laughing that girls trying to find developers with salary approximately 6K per month. But I'm trying to be professional, and memes exactly the way how to show that I understand their work, that I'm not just copy paste and I'm not just here's this word and I just compare with your CV. Like I go deeply and I went deeper, and now I understand code, I understand technical requirements, and it's the only way how you can be professional. And with my memes, when I post first code, it was like huge applause, but one guy wrote me, you are great, keep going, but I'm not considering offers. So it can work or not. So, but usually I hunt people. I wrote like, hello, I saw you put a like, maybe you will put a signature for my offer.
I have a friend, Alla, and she has this theory about likes on Instagram. So if a guy likes 5 of your pictures, it means he's DTF. Also, it's a strategy that you can use too. If you want to get someone's attention, doesn't matter who it is. It could be like a popular person too, like a celebrity. Maybe not like too high up, but like maybe a local celebrity. You like 5 of their pictures in a row, they're gonna message you.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
It's work.
It works, yeah. And then I asked her because like some guy liked 3 of my pictures, and I was like, "What does that mean?" And she's like, "He wants to fuck you, but later." So he's like DTF, but like after. Maybe. So it's interesting to hear like decoding of.
I don't know about
social
it.
interaction.
I don't know.
I didn't know either.
I'm so
it's Alla.
old.
She's a genius.
I feel so old because. When I start my relationship with my future wife, it was a real conversation. No.
How long ago was that?
9 years ago.
Oh damn! Okay.
Before social media. It was so, and it's a very cool idea. I must to try it.
How did you guys meet? How did you meet? Not on social media?
Not in social. In real life.
Real life? What's that? What does it mean?
It's like.
Is it true that there are single men out there in real life?
In real life,
I don't fucking believe it.
You go to the woman. You don't know this woman, and you go and say my first phrase. Yes, phrase.
Yeah.
My first phrase to my future wife was I saw she has a very. A big
nice grip.
Phone, a big phone,
big phone.
a big breast. Can I touch it? No, I'm not so cool. She has a big phone, a very cool phone, and I think maybe she
can buy me one. I want to date her.
Maybe she's very rich, and they go to her and say, "Hello, you have a nice phone." And she answered me, "Nothing can go in some way." And I say, "Okay, it's a cool start." Oh. Yes, it's fine. In real life, but I want to try this.
So how did it work out? How did you get her attention in the end?
I heard because we playing in Ukraine, in Russia. They have a game for comedian. They called KVN. And in Ukraine we also have
it's
this
like
game.
A team comedy.
Comedy teams, KVN. We have in Ukraine, and when I was student, I play this on the student stages, and she also play, and that's why
So you got a better chance at hitting on her.
Yes.
I'm glad it worked out for you.
We are a couple of humorists. Like 5 likes. Are
you gonna? So you're a new father.
Yes.
Are you gonna raise your child to be a comedian?
I don't know. I think.
I think you should force it on them.
I want. She can. I have a daughter. She can be a comedian, but. she at first she must find a normal job. After that, she can be comedian. I think maybe in future, because stand-up comedy in Ukraine, it's still a very maybe 10 years, maybe less
Around 10
than
years,
10 years.
but like very slowly becoming
very slowly,
popular.
because I was so excited when was Eurovision Song Contest. Not this year, maybe a year ago, when from Australia, the speaker who given
It was a judge, yeah?
he was a judge.
Or
It's
MC.
not like a judge.
He was just reading the numbers.
Host. He like a host from Australia, and he given point. He given point to, and he's talking about that. And when you saw the star, you have a line where write the name of the star. Yes, it was write the name of host and write stand up comedian, because in Australia stand-up comedian is like a star, and in USA stand-up comedian is like a star. It's Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Kevin Hart, and maybe you think I say the name only of black comics. No, I know a lot of another comics, but I like this guy so much. And in Ukraine, we don't have stand-up star right now. And I want that we can change this situation. And maybe when my daughter grew up, she look at me and say, yes, my father is a stand-up comedian star. Or she can be a comedian, stand-up comedian star. Because comedian star we have. We have a president comedian star.
But you know what, guys, I noticed that being a comedian for guys, it's every time, oh, you're a comedian. Oh, so cool.
Yes, sexism.
No, I mean that just my impression.
Like, you mean men specifically? Or
yeah, men. Like, it's attractive for girls. And when you try that, I have a friend, for example, Olya, and she's so funny, she's a comedian. In my mind, imagine this girl who every time at some party is doing something crazy, you know, this, like dancing, and like comedian for girls, it's, you know, this aunt who just trying to joke.
There are not too many female comedians in Ukraine, you know, like the stand-up comics. So it's kind of hard to imagine who a stand-up comedian in Ukraine would be.
But if you think like stereotype, you think if the guy is a comedian, when we sit on the table, and he must be all of the time give us some good jokes. Joke. But in real life, comedian, it's like
too much pressure.
A lot introvert. He sit like I'm
and
comedian.
Collect information.
Can you say something fun?
Fuck off.
No, if you pay me, maybe I can.
You get that a lot? They're like, say something funny. Do people say that to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
For you also. Maybe.
Not as often, you know. I'm kind of a bitch right off start, so they know not to fuck with me like that.
Maybe you look like people are scared to ask you. Can you?
Think so. I think people are generally scared of me.
What you say?
Yeah.
Because to me, sometimes people talk. My friends always. You are a comedian. Say some funny.
Yeah.
Why you go to my birthday if you don't say some funny?
Entertain the kids. We're all gonna go have some drink.
Yeah.
You stay with the children. Tell them a couple of jokes.
It was a very, for me, it's very. It's funny moment now, but in that moment it was very. I'm shocked. It was shocked. It was a wedding of one of our family. It's a family of my wife.
Relatives.
The relatives, aunt. It's my wife, aunt. She has a wedding day, and I was on this wedding like a guest, not like a host. In Ukraine we have wedding host. Yeah, host, correct?
Yeah,
I say correct.
yeah.
And I sit on the table, and start to eat,
at
to
the
drink
table.
at the table.
On the table means
I sit at the table and start to eat because I'm a guest. And in some moment, my wife's aunt say, "Sasha, you can start." What? No, you can start to make your job like funny jokes to be a host. And then so I give you money. I give you a present with money. If I don't give you money, I can't be a host.
That could be your gift to her.
Because the relatives think I always must be a funny guy.
Have you ever had the situation when relatives tried to give you some joke and after your performance, Sasha, why did you tell my joke? It was really fun because once I had a date with strange guy. It was like a few months ago, and he told me, "You are a stand-up comedian? I have a joke for you." And I was like, okay, try it.
You take your not. Okay, I write it.
Do you get that too? Like people telling you like, "Here's a joke, use it." Does it
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I was just wondering if it's a girl thing.
It was a good joke in result.
No, it was like, it was, it was so awful. And he told me, and okay, the date is finished. So his level of humor was so low, and I decided, I cannot be with a guy who cannot make me laughing. It's impossible. So your wife is the happiness person.
She's also a comic.
If you live a long time in a relationship, you are not so funny for your wife. Like at start, it's like, "Oh, you're a funny guy," but now it's, "You are stupid. Why you always joking? Can you be seriously one day?"
The way you say how your wife talks to imagining like
she's pretty and she has a very good voice. But
you're scared of her.
But I'm scared about her. Comedian. I want to ask you about the funniest moment on your job, because we're talking about that and you said something.
A lot of fun during the recruitment process. Once, it was, I guess, 4 years ago, our office was in front of Cult. Exactly. And I interviewed a waiter for Cult. And I called to manager from Cult and told him that I have a guy here for really good guy for waiter position. Can he just come to you in 3 minutes? Yeah, sure. So this guy had to cross the street and go for another interview. So 10 minutes later, manager called me back, "Olya, where is the guy?" And I was like, "What's happened? What can happen?"
Just literally, like the street is very small.
Literally.
It's one-way street. It's narrow.
And we looked at the window and we saw that the car just during when he was crossing the street, the car just beat him.
He got hit by a car.
Hit by a car. Yeah.
Was it really bad?
No.
Okay.
It just some. It wasn't so huge.
So strange, yeah.
But I thought that this guy like was sitting and inside his head like, "Do I want to work or not?"
Maybe he just threw himself out on the street.
Yeah, maybe he has a girlfriend who told him, "You have to work. You have to find a work. Go and work a waiter." And I don't want to work. Maybe I want to write a poem.
Yeah. Break a leg.
Crossing the street. Yeah, it would be funny if he would be hitting by bolt this,
of a scooter.
Yeah, but because I'm afraid, honestly, I'm afraid about these things. I don't know how people use it, but when I'm, because usually I use a headset, and when I'm just walking and I'm afraid, like once I had the situation that it was really close to me to hit me, and after that I'm a little bit afraid just because of his high speed.
It can be me. Because
he came here on the
I buy this scooter.
How long have you had it for?
3 weeks maybe.
Oh, okay.
It's
pretty recent.
did you saw the price for for gas?
Yeah.
Did you saw the price? Wow. And I think I remember, I think about that guy who beat the car, and I think I want to say, because I make a joke in my head and want to say to you girls. After that he beat the car, he come home, and his friend or maybe parents ask, how it was your interview? And it was very hard and very painful.
Yeah, very painful.
Yes, that's what I want to say. Scooter, it's not a problem. It's a problem. Scooter, it's not a problem. Problem, it's a driver of the scooter.
Yeah.
Because they don't know rules. But in Lviv we have a special ways only for scooters, for bikes.
Yeah.
Yes, we have these routes.
Yeah. When I moved here from Toronto, I found it kind of difficult to get used to having the bike lanes on the sidewalk, because in Canada it's on the road. And here it's on the sidewalk, so like I would always like walk on the bike lane, and I would get like ringing or people yelling at me, and like it took me a while to get used to like not to go on the bike lane.
Yeah.
You always
because that's where the nice road is.
In Ukraine we have like it's a road.
Yeah.
It's for people who walking, and it's a bike road, and you
the bike road is so much nicer. It's like nice.
Yes. And you don't want to go this bad,
especially
bad
when you're wearing
road.
heels or something. Yeah.
Girls, you have this heels. You have.
In Lviv, it's literally
impossible.
impossible.
In the center. Yeah,
in the center.
How it in English that what we have in
cobblestone.
Cobblestone?
Yeah, or pavement.
Pavement.
Yeah.
We have a lot of cobblestones because we are old city.
Yeah, and dude, by my house, it's the worst place, like the worst road in Lviv probably. The taxis get mad at me when I get like order it to my address. I have to like order it like down the street because it's just so bad. It's just my recent frustration.
I hear a joke about from the guy who not from Lviv. Mm-hmm. He go to Lviv and he say on the stage that in Lviv when you understand when you come to Lviv only sitting in the car, because when you riding in another city it's you riding and when you come to Lviv it's couple stones.
I was on my way to like some stand-up show. I was trying to write down some jokes. It's fucking impossible.
Okay.
No, it's just
I don't know how people try to read in just at bus.
Oh my god, like nauseous. Oh, definitely not in Lviv. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's literally impossible.
You study English in Canada. That's why it's so good. Where you studying? You are from college. Why you speak so good?
I was preparing myself for Eurovision Song Contest.
Olya Igorevna, stand-up star.
Yeah, I play the piano, by the way. So
you also play piano?
Play the piano, and I have a joke that I play the piano, so I know everything about how we call when we went to sex and before sex.
Foreplay. I don't know.
You know the preparation.
Do you know?
Let's call it preparation. Like, and I play the piano. So in the music, when we want to play something, we have like a preparation because it starts and culmination and the end. So I know everything about preparation.
Foreplay.
Foreplay. Yeah. And I know everything about foreplay. So I sent offers without this shit. I sent directly. So anyway. anyway, in Ukrainian language, it sounds better. So anyway, skip it. And yeah, I play the piano, and once I have the situation when it was in Lviv. Just a few years ago, we had the piano just in the city center.
Yeah.
And we were working, and people, Olya, you play the piano? Try it. And I was like, okay. And I know something. I can play something good, but you know that this piano was destroyed. Not
out of tune.
Yeah, and you know the quality of sound was bad. And I started, and I see that my friends are going somewhere, and we are not with this girl. I'm kidding. I just play something, and I told that, yeah, it's so. And about memes. Once I had the situation that one guy wrote me that, Olya, right now I'm not considering the offer, but please write me in 2 months. And I create a meme that when you say that I will consider offer in 2 months, it's the same when you say to your friends that, you know what, I'm not sure about the weekend, but let's talk about it on Friday. So literally, you know that you are not, you will be busy, but you say like, let's talk on Friday. And he wrote me, okay, send your job description. Like every time I tried to find some hook, and once, it was a really strange situation. Usually developers work as an entrepreneur, like they are selling their service for another companies, and I found his address just on internet. I checked like statistics that he's entrepreneur. I found when he was born and the real address, and I wrote him on LinkedIn that, hello Volodymyr. I know that Kulparkivska Street so far away from Zelena, but we work remotely, so you will not go from your home so far away every day. And he was like, from where you found my address? You are a stranger just from the internet. Yeah, it was weird.
I love how you have a special voice for LinkedIn messages.
Yeah, I'm trying to imitate.
I wanted to come back to something about your experience during the war. So I know when the war started, you went to Poland for a little bit, and now you came back. So I'm curious, what's your opinion on, specifically what I'm interested to hear about is the stand-up scene, because you were pretty involved just before the full-scale war, and then well, everything stopped. There was no like stand-up for a while, and now you're back, and you see the stand-up scene already like back in its like full back to normal, basically. So I'm wondering, do you see what changes you've noticed after the war?
What I noticed, and judging about my experience also, that people right now try to support, and stand up became not just a way how we want to just joking, and I want to joke and to make people laughing. It's more about I will create a mood for people to laugh, because we need this. Like, we have a lack of great emotions, unfortunately, from the full scale of Russian aggression. And you know what I noticed from myself, that on February I post a lot of memes about my work, and it was funny. After this full scale of Russian aggression, I stopped myself, because I didn't found this inner desire to do it. I didn't find a mood for this, and I didn't know it is proper or not. But after that, I realized that when I post my first meme at this period, it was a comment like, Olya, really great job, some guy wrote. And I commented that I try to help the army force of Ukraine, and I try to keep Ukrainian mood high. Just if I can do it, yes, spirit. And I noticed just that people right now, they are trying not just make you laugh, this spirit, and also this spirit with love to Ukraine, and I think that it really awesome because I hope that even this channel, so people subscribe, put some likes, that this channel will be so popular, and even comedians from this, just comedians who work on this project will become so popular. And after that, when as you mentioned, you mentioned a lot of comedians from the USA, I hope that Polish people or European or from the USA, they will mention you as a comedian from Ukraine, and when someone will open channel and see stand-up, they will see how much we love our country. And it will be important thing that everyone here in Ukraine caring about our country, and we are proud that we are Ukrainian, and it will be really hot trend. So I'm so happy that people right now try to make it like to highlight this.
Yeah, there's a lot of attention towards Ukraine right now, and I think it's a good way to use it to talk about the issues we're facing during the war in Ukraine, and just use this attention to collect, also like help out the army too. And I think a stand-up itself is a great way to process all of this war trauma, and like we talk about all these things in stand-up. I don't think it's possible to do stand-up in Ukraine right now and not talk about it. You have to talk about war.
Yes, you have.
Yeah,
and
it's not forced though. It's not like I've forced myself to talk about war. No, it's present and it comes up, and it feels very natural, and I don't know, it just fits in. It feels right.
And I agree with you, and I think yes, stand-up comedy, it's the way to say to other people what happened in Ukraine, because I want to say correct. I think you understand what I want to say. This war pushed Ukrainian comedian to make English performance. Because we want to say to all of the world what happened in Ukraine, what we have the situation, and it's a bad because it starts from war, because maybe I don't know, but Ukrainian comedians don't want to make a lot of English performance. I don't listen. I don't hear about a lot of English open mics in Ukraine. We have, but
in Kyiv they have.
In Kyiv we have, but it's like
it's hard to do live English events in Ukraine because not too many foreigners, and the ones that come here, they don't really hang out. They're here like volunteering or working.
And now we have a lot of guys who don't know English very good, but they try, and we make that performance. We have guys who don't know anything in English.
Not necessarily English. I think we should do like Polish. We should do French, whatever, Spanish. Whatever you have. Use all the skills. So why I think it's important for us stand-up comedians to be like talking about war and like contributing to this war efforts in our way, because that's a skill we already have, and we use the skill that we already have. If I was someone else, I would have used that profession to fight this war in my own way. We all contribute.
And go ahead.
I'm not interrupting you. Okay. I want to ask you, because Olya, I understand she became a comedian from the job where you make memes. You have your humor, you make memes, and now you're a comedian. And you have a real job, or you only comedian?
Right now, I'm only comedian. Well, I'm an artist. I'm a visual artist. Painter.
Oh, my father's painter.
Yeah, is he single? We have so much in common.
No, he also has a wife. He is a design painter. He graphic design painter. He can paint on the
Canvas.
paper
Yeah.
and in computer. He also.
Does he looking for a job?
Maybe you want
Directly.
to headhunt. Yes, my father can do it all.
Yeah.
And when you work like painter, you was already stand-up comedian?
No,
or
no. I just started
You-
doing stand-up just a bit over half a year ago, so not even a year. I don't know. I was just always interested in comedy and like had a good sense of humor.
More money from being painter or
zero
being
money.
comedian?
Being comedian, more money, but it's still not making a living. I was making a living from
Painter
teaching
is
art. I've been teaching for 12 years now, so yeah, teaching art.
It's a good story. People left their jobs and became a comedian because in comedy you have money.
Not well.
No,
I didn't do that for the money, of course.
It's not for the money.
I mean,
But
do you think someone should quit their job and go into stand-up for the money?
I
I would
think-
not recommend that.
yes, I think it will be great if some guy. I want to be electrician, okay, and I have a lot of money, and some guys say I want to be a comedian, and they also can have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, I approached stand-up with a passion and like dedication, and like I have certain goals in front of me, and I look forward to achieving them. And like right now, I'm a full-time stand-up comedian, but it's not necessarily just stand-up; it's also all these projects. So we're doing podcast here. I've been involved in other podcasts and other projects that are happening here locally in Lviv, and it's been great. I'm very thankful for all of these experiences I'm getting.
Cool. And I want to ask you, your stand-up comedy help to your work, like your CEO. I saw your performance. It was so cool. I give you more money, or maybe some.
I can say that I got this job just because of my sense of my humor, my thinking outside the box, because with these memes I attract people just because they understand that I know something about this field, because my memes about coding, about HR, and when they see that I know how to code something, like even job description, I created some video even with this, and it's first thing which helps me, and second that you know that nowadays. It's just cool when you meet people with different hobbies, with people who do something great, unusual, and interesting. Just to have a small talk, and it works. Developer. So, are you a stand-up comedian? Really? Can you tell about this something? And when I talk, even I work also. I have a responsibility as a people manager, so I'm caring about developers. And usually, you know that it is so annoying when someone texts you, "Hello, did you finish your work?" and blah blah blah. When I post like, "Hello, I need support," and he wrote, "What? I need AP support." Like it's just a joke, and this task, okay, I will do it, and it's great. It helps.
Nice
me.
icebreaker.
Yes,
To approach it with
it
humor.
helps me. Like it's a more soft skill, just to how to communicate, how to weigh, because some of them they are so shy as they don't want to communicate at all. I just say quick books, like just. Queue. Like we have a program for tracking time. Like it is enough just to say one word, and for another guys, I have to be like a mother, like, "Hello, I saw your code. It's brilliant. What are you doing with JavaScript? Oh my god."
What do you think of the local comedy scene, like meeting other comics? Like I think everyone's so fucking friendly. They're so nice. Like I've met the best people I've met in my life here in like our local stand-up comedy halls.
The same. I want to highlight.
Yeah, you're awesome. She's awesome. I'm pretty great
I
too.
agree with you.
I want to highlight that being in this atmosphere, it is really high spirit and it's awesome. Even if someone make joke of you, and if maybe it's never rude or it's never you are sitting and offended. No, it's great people and from different fields, and you are sharing. And I was impressed that everyone tried to help to create a joke. Like it will be better to do like this. So and everyone's so open.
Yeah.
Oh, and even outspoken. By the way, Americans are so outspoken, so they can say you directly. Once at one interview was a guy with this dreads.
Hearing aid?
Dreads.
Okay.
And interviewer asked why you are looking for a job, and he told that the company have had to fire him just because of the war, but the interviewer interrupted because of hair. It was the joke, but I guess it was some kind of rude. But anyway, so yeah, spirits are really the best. And another thing, you asked me if my comedy helps to headhunt people. You know what is really helpful when you are calling to someone and you say, hello, I'm looking for a job, I saw your CV, and every time it's yes. So, and when I'm calling and say, hello, Volodymyr, are you looking? I saw your CV.
That's not using comedy. That's using sex appeal.
No, I started like, hello, Volodymyr.
Yeah, it was
it is a good time for talking. And he was, yes, I'm all ears. I'm like, shut down everything. shut up everything. I'm listening. Yeah, I saw your CV recently. No, I found. but can you tell me details? Just want to hear.
Just wants to listen for a little bit longer.
Yeah. Just to
And for you, like headhunter, when you find a new worker, maybe, and you have two persons. Both of them professionals, but one have a good humor and one it's not a humor. It's the guy with the humor is more attractive for you, like for headhunter, or it's not necessary. You find only professional.
Maybe when the people skills is one of the assets.
Yes, I will answer that. That the joke as a code. If you have to explain it, it's bad. So if coder have to explain his code, it's bad. And I don't care about his sense of humor. It's all about quality. But of course. Honestly, I don't make a final decision. I just found people who equal to all requirements. But from my perspective, every time I try to choose people with whom I'm on the same page. And I noticed that, last hiring, I guess maybe 1 month ago, it was really two top guys, like more than 10 years experience, and he rejected one guy, and we asked, what about another? Yeah, he's awesome, like experience, had a lot of years experience in this field, but I didn't feel that we're on the same page, and he has a huge desire to do it. Like he does his work because
So you're looking for passion.
Yeah, because my wallet is empty. It makes sense. It makes sense, but as I mentioned, that I pay attention more to details about experience. Yeah, but I had really strange interviews, and I don't care about experience. It was during quarantine. Guys, we had a Zoom call, quarantine, and he, during all interview, was wearing a mask.
Maybe had a zit. A pimple.
And I asked, are you in the crowded place or what? No, nothing.
No?
Yeah, he was so weird.
Maybe it was a mask in Zoom, like in Instagram we have mask.
Yeah.
Maybe he put this mask.
I don't know.
He
Maybe
wanted you to feel safe.
maybe he was afraid I will be with mask because if I go to their office, they will not recognize me. So I will wear a mask. I just
Maybe
know.
he
So.
forget to teeth brush.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Brush
thinking. Or
his
has
Yeah.
like maybe
Not
cut
forget
himself
and
shaving.
fear because
I don't know.
very very interesting humor.
All right, I think we should start wrapping up a little bit. And I wanted to come back to the subject of the stand-up comedy and how great everyone is here. And I think it's really worth seeing and checking it out. We're going to be posting on our channel a lot of clips from our open mics.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think you guys should definitely check it out because there's a lot of really great comedians with
Yeah.
great sense of humor in
And
Lviv.
all of us
All of
will
us.
be on this videos.
The videos, yeah, on this channel. Yeah, anything else you wanted to share as a...
So it was just a
Final
huge
thoughts.
pleasure to be with you guys and to share my thoughts. And I would just want to highlight for all who is watching us or will be watching that put likes. We are doing, we are trying to increase your mood and keep this spirit. And it's all about Ukrainian. It's all about Ukraine. And I guess if we will create more content like this, it will help foreigners to understand what is going on here and just put some likes because both of us with glasses we paid additional money to see you. So put some likes.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
All right. So
do what she said.
okay, I think that's pretty much it. Do you
Yes,
have
it
any
was a
final-
nice
Okay,
conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed this. We had very interesting conversations. I personally had a lot of fun talking to my colleagues. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon at the new episode of Peace Talk. Goodbye.